Welcome back to my channel, everybody. Now, the day before recording another litter pick video, I had a brilliant idea to mix things up. I thought, let's download the POKÉMON-GO app, let's do a litter pick and see what Pokemon we can find along the way. This was a super fun day. It really made things interesting and a bit more exciting.
Fourth time's a charm or whatever they say. Oh, God.
So, I hope you guys enjoy the video. Just remember, if you do litter picks or you do play Pokemon Go, remember to stay wary and stay safe. Thank you very much and enjoy the video. So, our journey begins just before Baldock High Street, where I found a chest bin. After 3 awful throws at trying to catch it, I eventually did so on my form. Quickly summarising what happened throughout the high street, I caught a load of Bidoofs, hit a Pokestop at Wynn's Elms Houses, or however you pronounce it, caught a cool fish, hit another Pokestop at Templars, caught this rather silly looking fellow, and this weird metallic monstrosity. Quickly dipped out of a rather scary looking boss battle at the War Memorial, gave up catching this dragon, and went straight to Ivel Springs. Upon entering Ivel Springs, I hit a Pokestop which I forgot to record, progressed up to level 13, opened my bag of rubbish and started collecting some rubbish in the area. A lot of the rubbish I picked up were rather small pieces such as sweet wrappers, microplastics and this awful beer can holder which animals can get themselves easily tangled up in. After the area was clear of rubbish, big and small, I caught another Bidoof which I saw a lot of, so I decided to ignore the rest. I tried to catch a Whismur, and after I saw I put up a fight, I pulled a blue Pokeball from my arsenal and caught and added this to my collection. As I continued to walk deeper into Ivel Springs, seeking more Pokemon and more litter, I came across a small colony of red ants with eggs cozily nestled into a shell of a phone. Oh my god, they've got eggs. Okay. Ants are pretty hardy, so I'm just going to shake that off entirely, though I don't want any of the ants to be thrown away. And why would I? I'm out here trying to catch Pokemon, not red ants. After picking up a few more pieces of litter, I once again checked for any nearby Pokemon. I did this with great success, finding a Petilil, a Torchic, which somehow managed to escape my wrath 4 times.
Oh, are you joking? Fourth time's a charm or whatever they say. Oh, God.
And put up a fight on the 5th. His cockiness was his downfall and I caught him on this 5th capture. I also caught a Rosalia and a Wooper, which is pretty much just an Axolotl, and then I leveled up to rank 14. As I continued to pick up some more rubbish, I came across this skull, which I believe to either be from a squirrel or a rat due to the rodent-like teeth. I also found the first of many to come mushrooms. This second lot could well be premature death caps, which in an ideal world I wouldn't touch. Picked up a load of tiny bits of rubbish, which then led me to a moment where I had to make a difficult decision. A dog's tennis ball. Do I leave it here for another dog to play with, or do I throw it away? Well, as you can see, I threw it away. I'm still not sure as to whether this was the right decision. Let me know what you would have done in the comment section below. I checked for some more Pokemon to take my mind of the unforgivable act of throwing away a dog's tennis ball, to which I found a Surskit, cute little Weedle, and cheated my way to hit this Pokestop from afar. I ventured down to the river's edge where I suspected I may find some, but not a lot of rubbish. I was indeed correct, but even though I only picked up a few pieces of rubbish, it was more than worth it as it provides a much better habitat for the amphibians residing in the area. As it rained earlier in the day, all these beautiful plants glistened and shone in a bright and almost fluorescent green. I unfortunately didn't find any Pokemon in the immediate area, so once I ridded it of all of its litter, I moved on. Right, once moved on, I hit another Pokestop when I then realised all the signs in the springs were indeed Pokestops, which was a pretty nice touch. Immediately after, a gorgeous golden Labrador came to my presence. I gave the good boy a stroke and then he sniffed out my shoes. He was wagging his tail a lot, so maybe he was happy to see me, or maybe he was happy that I was tidying up one of his favourite places for walkies. Whilst walking up this stretch of path, I found only a few pieces of rubbish and, well, this. I threw it into my bag and continued to the next destination. Right, what you see here is one of those one-use plastic red cups, all degraded down into tiny pieces of plastic which animals can accidentally eat and potentially die from. There is no need for one-use plastic such as these. You can always bring your own multiple use and more sturdy plastic cups, as they are lightweight and durable. After entering this area, I caught a spritzy. Okay, now I caught a spritzy. I also caught a Swirlix, and oh no, this Fennekin is a criminal. He's stopping me from picking up my rubbish bag to pick up more litter. He's a threat to the planet. Nice try, you maniac. I continue to pick up quite a lot of litter in this area. I was only here about a week ago, so it proves a fresh pair of eyes can quite literally do the world of good. After a gradual and slow walk towards the rope swing spot, I picked up some litter along the way, stopped at the sign for Kingfisher Way, and as you can probably guess, it was a Pokestop. I then of course checked for some Pokemon. There appeared to be none at first, then out of nowhere there were absolutely loads. In order of appearance, I caught a Pidgey, a Tallow, a Glameow, another Chespin, a Squirtle which caused me some trouble after many failed attempts. I thought this was because I didn't have as much sway as the Squirtle, so I curved balled the Pokeball at him, and to no surprise, I caught him. I then captured this Lillipup, ranked up to level 15, somehow managed to hit the Kingfisher Way Pokestop again. I spent some time to admire the gorgeous river for a moment as there was no litter in the area. After a few minutes of doing so, I proceeded and picked up a few more bits of litter along the way, admired the gorgeous wildflower meadow which will soon be home to longhorn cattle for a few months. I then entered the area with the rope swing. It was in an absolutely horrific state. I stood for a moment and found it hard to comprehend how littered it was, seeing as I was only here 5 days ago and cleared the place up. It always saddens me to see that people can be so disrespectful to an environment which they enjoy and hang out in. Anyway, I of course wasn't going to stop here, so I cracked on, picked up the litter as quick as I could. Along the way I found some coins. At first I thought, oh, a few silvers, that's nice, and then a £1 coin. In total, I found £2.58. So in this area, I found various pieces of rubbish, as well as the coins that I found earlier. Found a lot of bottle caps. Food packaging such as crisps and other sorts of snacks and sweets. I even found a knife. A one-time use face mask, which is quite unnecessary in this circumstance of just being out. Like, you can use a multiple use one, just wash it on the occasion. There's no excuse for any of this rubbish being left behind, and it's totally unfair that someone else has to go and pick it up after them, because at the end of the day, if they're old enough to hang out without their mum and dad, then they're old enough to pick up their own rubbish. Right, so on a high note, this is how it looked afterwards. Absolutely beautiful, not one piece of rubbish in sight, and this is how it should remain and always look. It's so upsetting to see that some people toss their rubbish around in a nature reserve. This place is an opportunity for wildlife to thrive, and us humans can't ruin that opportunity for wildlife because it needs it now more than ever. Wherever you live, you can do things like this in your local nature reserve or your local natural areas, whatever you may have, because wildlife can thrive anywhere. So I of course disposed of the rubbish as I always do. I hope you guys have enjoyed the video. It's been a very fun video to edit, although it has taken me, no lie, about 16 hours. It is by far my most edited video ever, but I hope you've enjoyed it, and if you have, then it's all worth it. Hope you've learned something from the video, and feel free to share it around with friends. And if you decide to have an environmental impact, make sure to drop some comments below. Let me know what you are going to do or what you are currently doing. I would love to hear it. So make sure to like and subscribe, and I hope you guys have a fantastic day.